Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. It's blinking everywhere. Hey, Death Cross Tuesday is tomorrow. I got a friend and he likes to hear about that death cross. So Grandpa's going to tell you what I really think is going to go on with this potential death cross here, and I'll show you some other ones coming up here. Hey, share what you want Grandpa to talk about more. Get in there in my comments and my notification bell and say, hey, Grandpa, talk about this or that. If it's something you're interested in, Grandpa will gladly talk about almost anything. Grandpa likes to talk a lot. Okay, so let's talk about this death cross here. The last death cross we had, now a death cross can go up or go down. And the last one we had was going up, and it wiped out all the shorts. Everybody that was short got massacred from, what point did it hit? 194.83, imagine that. And it's kind of ironic that way back here it made that death cross, and it came down to where that death cross was, right on the money, right on the penny later on, and gave us our last low, which was 194.83. But anyway, you can expect, it went all the way up to 300. So that death cross moved us $100, over $100 up. And this one here probably going to move us $70 to $100 down when we get it. Okay. Does Grandpa think we're going to get a death cross? I absolutely do. I just don't know how long out here it's going to be. If it's going to be weeks, months. I think for sure within the next 3 to 6 months, we're going to get a death cross going down. However, I do think that very likely before we get the death cross going down, I think it's going to go down through it, and then we're going to get a death cross going back up. But I think we're going to go take out a bunch of those shorts in the 269 to 284 area up here, between the red line and the yellow line. I think it's going to take out these shorts and activate them, and then come back down into the basement. That's it's just Grandpa's take on it. This is the daily chart. I think we're going to open tomorrow on Tuesday. It's Martin Luther King Day today, and so we're celebrating that. But I think we're going to open tomorrow approximately in the mid 220 range. I think we're going to open up, and it might be your opportunity to get rid of some shares and rebuy them at 217.15, 210, whatever, and lower your average sum. Grandpa plans on doing maybe a little bit of that tomorrow. And excuse me, I'm hoping for a bounce up in pre-market up into the 221, 222, 223 area. Who knows what they'll do. But I'm anticipating a down day. But who knows? You just don't know for sure what they're going to do. And let's look at the weekly ones here again. Our W is looking pretty sick. It could still be salvaged, but she's looking sick. I think we got an M going here, and it looks like it could be a nasty M. Oh boy. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. I'm gonna tell you something here that I don't know if you know. In the last 100 trades, uh, insiders at Tesla, that would be the board, the executives, the smart people, much smarter than Grandpa, by the way. They've bought in the last 100 trades 2.53 million shares. Bought, not sold. They've only sold in the last 100 trades 306,000 approximately. Okay? But they bought 2.53 million. Insiders are buying Tesla big time. Big time. They know they're not looking to sell these shares tomorrow or the next day. They're building their positions for what Grandpa thinks is they're building their positions for 5 or 7,000 or 10,000 per share. That's what Grandpa thinks. Vanguard. There's two Vanguards. They both got a lot of shares. But the one in the fourth quarter of 23, the last quarter, bought 3 million more shares of Tesla. 3 million. And they're holding 225 million shares. They're the second largest shareholder under Elon. The other Vanguard's got 215 million shares approximately. But my point is they're buying. Another thing, Zacks. Zacks' ranking. Zacks, they're highly rated, and I've talked about them a little bit before. They had a strong sell on Tesla way back when Grandma was waiting for 232, and it hit, and it went up, and Grandma made a killing, of course, because Grandma knows stuff. I don't know why or how, but she does. And they kept it on all the way up into the mid-260s. They've had a strong sell well before that. When it was up at edging up at 280, they had a strong sell at Zacks. And I'm thinking, what the world? What the world? Well, guess what? Zacks has changed their rating from strong sell to a hold. And the next thing that'll happen is they'll start telling you to buy. Get on the boat. That's what Grandpa sees. They're telling us to hold now. Just briefly, you got ARK, Kathy Wood over there at ARK. She started buying this last week or the week before, whatever, at $240 in that area. 240 to 245 she was buying in that area. And just this last Thursday, she bought, I believe, another 100,000 shares at 230 area, low 230s. And we're not going to go too long with this one because I'm going to do another live stream here a little bit later on. But Tesla's oversold. Now, the last time that Tesla was oversold, the last 4 times it was oversold. the least it went up, the very least it went up was 30%. That's and up to 50% rise on some of them. But that's the least that it's bounced when it turned. It can stay oversold for a while. It's not like it's going to happen Tuesday, but it might. We just don't know. But we have indications the big guys are buying. I've been screaming that for 6 months. The big guys, the market makers are buying under, they've been buying under 269. Now our halfway point is 248. That's the halfway point between the high and the low end. Half the trading has gone on above the 248 or below the 248, buying and selling. And keep that number in mind for your future. Grandpa should have talked about this a long time ago, but Grandpa's kind of slow. Oh, let's see, what else? I'm going to quickly look at hope I'm going to look at it quickly, the monthly, and Grandpa's got to fix the sink today. Hey, it's 7. I got a message from a friend, and I actually talked to him. He's in Iowa yet. 17 below this morning there. We actually did get down to 1 below. It's 3 above right now, I believe. But we're not near as cold as that Iowa is right now. And they got them caucuses for the presidential today. Here we have our indecision candle in the monthly. Is it going to break Grandpa's blue line? I think so, at least with a wick. But a wick on this thing can be $20-$30, so we're not too excited about that. Okay, well, I hope this was helpful. If you can think of anything you want Grandpa to talk about, send me a comment. All good things are from the Lord. I got to fix that sink for Grandma, but she wants it fixed. And Grandma can't help me. Why, I don't know. Okay, all good things are from the Lord. And Lord willing, we'll talk to you a little bit later. Bye-bye.